grab your cup. If you're like me, you love gathering more information. I don't know, I'm like, if you're out to dinner with me and the subject of whales comes up, I'm like, hold on, let me look that up. Or what kind of mustard is in this sauce? Let me look that up. I love gathering more information. I love learning things. And I've been an information gatherer my whole life. At some point, I realized that information about the things that were critical in my life, the things that weren't working, information didn't help. It's not information that makes the difference. And my guess is, if you've been listening to my stuff, if you're in my world in some way, it's because there's something that you've heard that you're like, oh, that relates to me. So if you still have the things that relate to you and you haven't shifted, it's because information is not going to make the shift. That's why we call it shelf help, right? When you can read 1,000,000 books, you can know a lot of things up here. What makes the difference is transformation. And transformation is when you transform something. And that means transform the essence of, what it is. Like, remember the Transformer movies? I have a son, so we watched all of those. And in those Transformer movies, what starts out as a car goes and now it's a robot as tall as a building, and it was just a car or a truck. Completely changed, right? That robot was in the car. It was configured differently. It was, put together in a particular way to hide the robot, but the robot was in there. And the same thing, when it's a robot, and it becomes a car again, because the car is within the robot. But it's not available. It's not possible to see it without transforming it. So transformation requires more than thinking. It requires more than information, and it requires more than knowledge. Transformation requires an access to being a different way within yourself, and you can't get that from self-help. You can't get that from information. First of all, it takes a willingness to be self-reflective. So of all the different things that I've talked about that people comment on, it's things like what's happened in their relationships. Maybe they've been with partners that have really hurt them. Maybe they have been through loss. Maybe they feel stuck in anxiety all the time, or they've had a lifelong battle with depression. Maybe it's self-confidence. Whatever it is, information is not going to change that for you. Transformation, which will create a different lens through which you see yourself, a different lens through which you see your life and how it's unfolded. That's one piece of transformation, is a new paradigm, a new lens for seeing things. And then there's also what we do to actually shift things in your body, because your mind is where you gather information, but in your body is where you feel things. You cannot think your way through the way that you feel. It's not going to work. You cannot think your way to an understanding of subconscious beliefs, because subconscious is below your consciousness. And information, gathering information and learning things, happens at a conscious level. But most of what drives our choices, our behaviors, our patterns, happens subconsciously. It's like an automatic response, an automatic reaction, an automatic comfort zone with maybe people who demand a lot of us. Consciously, I don't like that. Subconsciously, it's home base. So information, my friend, has gotten you so far, but I invite you to consider, if your life is still going around in the same places that it was, that the transformational approach is what you need. That's what we do. That includes certain actions, very specific strategies. It includes partnering to see what's in the subconscious, because We can't see that ourselves most of the time. It includes taking actions, not just learning. Transformation doesn't happen in the learning. Transformation happens in the being, which means how you see yourself and then the different actions that you take. So I love information. I love research. I love all those things. It makes great conversation at a cocktail party. If you can spew out different facts. Oh, did you ever hear about this? Oh, I know about that. It's very interesting. It does about this much, maybe this much, to change your life. And if you've felt like you've struggled for quite a while, you already know that. You probably already know that. So if transformation is what you want, I want to talk to you because that is what I do as a transformational health coach. And health is the background. And health includes not only our physical health, like our energy and our vitality, and whether we have different symptoms and diseases that we manage, but health also includes our joy, our sense of purpose, our mental health, all of that. So as a transformational health coach, that's the work that I do. If you're ready to get off the information merry-go-round and get into transforming your life, drop me a comment, transform, and I will give you my calendar so that we can talk, okay? Have a really great day.